Their only run back in the fifth. Got the outside corner. Jada didn't agree. Goes the opposite way, back it goes, and gone! Game-tying two-run home run, the opposite way, Jada Coleman.
Jada Coleman didn't think the pitch before was a strike, but it was a called strike off the outside corner, and you could tell where Mac Morgan was starting to throw these lefties, or has been throwing all game. That pitch location, it was a little bit off the plate, but it was elevated, and because it was about belt high, Jada Coleman is going to be able to take this the other way. One of the best hitters in the game at using the entire field, foul pole to foul pole this time, finding that left field line.
I'll leave it at 3 apiece, and here's Tiare Jennings. And one run to walk it off for Oklahoma. What an at-bat for Coleman. After the leadoff single for Riley Boone.
Well, and sometimes that's, sitting in the same spot too many times, and you get a pitch off the plate for a strike, you go back there, it looks bigger to the hitter, so do you try to cross him up and come back inside, go a little bit slower? She hasn't really used that changeup that much.
And Texas will make a move. Outstanding performance by Mac Morgan, kept the bats quiet until the finish, and then Coleman with a blast. Back in a moment. Home run for Jada Coleman to tie things up. The starter, Mac Morgan, departs. And what a moment for the freshman. Setlali Gutierrez will make her first appearance in the Red River rivalry.
Yeah, she's had really good moments for Texas in her freshman year early on, and then there's been some down moments too where she pitches with quite a few nerves, but so much potential for this freshman Setlali Gutierrez with a 1.75 ERA, 10 wins on the season for her, and the first hitter that she has to face is arguably the best hitter in the country, Tiare Jennings.
4 of her last 6 appearances have come out of the bullpen for Texas. A walk-off opportunity for Tiare Jennings. Still nobody out, and the heart of the order coming up for OU.
How quickly this game can change, right? To where now OU just one swing away from winning it.
Yep. And again, really no panic button, just a team that's so confident knowing that they can put runs up on the board, they can leave the yard.
Outside 2-1. 1 for 3, singled in the 5th, Jennings did. Three and 1.
Hey, so you think about how young Texas is out on the field. You have a freshman battery, freshman up the middle, playing second and short, and just a sophomore in center field. So up the middle of the field, just so young, so much youth.
Game winner is aboard for the Sooners. Haley Lee is 0 for 3 today.
Yeah, she'll
Swinging for the fences.
she'll throw this off-speed curveball, you guys, that has crazy tight spin on it. Dropped it down to 60 miles an hour, but a pitch that she likes to use as her off-speed pitch or her changeup.
Those off-speed curveballs have great spin. They look just like the hard version of it. Comes back to the same corner and throws it a little bit harder then.
Through the first 6 innings, the Sooners had 1 hit with a runner on base. They picked up another one just a moment ago with the Jada Coleman 2-run home run. Now Haley Lee looking for another. As Gutierrez struggles to find the strike zone.
I think it'll be interesting if Texas goes back and takes a look at their positioning in this game with nobody on, so no runners at first base. I'm surprised they haven't moved Leanne Good, their freshman second baseman, a little bit more down into that 3-4 hole. They've given up quite a few hits to right field when she's been well up the middle with nobody on. Now, granted, with a runner up first, then you want to be a little more up the middle, try to turn that double play when you roll and ground balls.
I mean, think about how good the players have been in this game who have committed errors. Grace Lyons in this game committed just her 3rd error of the season, and Leanne Good, a freshman, just her second error all season.
We'll see if they go back to that off-speed curveball again.
Full count.
Close pitch right there. It's where you want to live as a pitcher. Try to go as low as you can to see what you can get called a strike.
Inside corners are complete opposite as that off-speed curveball runs away from you and come back underneath the hands.
Lee! Oh, it chops over the head of Washington. Actually dinged her in the forehead and out into left field. Both runners safe on the base paths as the athletic trainer quickly is out to check on Alyssa Washington. That was a hard hit ball down the line at Washington. She continues to hold her forehead. Yeah, just took a crazy hop off the dirt and right up into her face. She will come out. Camille Corona will come on at third base. The single, the 2-run home run, and now a walk and another single has pushed the game-winning run into scoring position. That's Tiare Jennings out at second base. Pinch runner for OU is Avery Hodge over at first. And Grace Lyons will look for the first hit of the day for either side with a runner in scoring position. They're a combo 0 for 10. Grace 0 for 2 with a walk. Has a 9-game hitting streak coming in. And looking to lay down the bunt.
It's like Katie Simmons just fielded that for a ground ball that was just a bat coming at her at first base. She like went down to field it like it was a ball.
Interesting idea there for the Sooners with a power hitter up. Runners will move up 60 feet as it scoots away from Atwood.
That'll take the bunt off for sure.
Yeah, sack fly will do it.
Again, those little mistakes that you just cannot give the Sooners. They capitalize on everything.
It's a wild pitch. On their feet now at Marita Hines Field. Lions slow roller to third. They'll have a play at the plate. Jennings hung up. And she is outside the baseline. One down. Hodge ambled up behind her to third.
Well, no harm, no foul as Hodge moves up and Grace Lyons has enough time to get down to second base.
So still 2 in scoring position. They only need the 1 in to win it. And it's Alyssa Brito. 1 for 3, singled her last time up. Well, just moments ago, they were looking at the real possibility that their 50-game home field winning streak would come to an end. Down 2 runs to start out the 7th inning. And Jada Coleman with a 2-run home run to tie it. And now a chance to walk it off.
That makes that Martinez home run seem even bigger too, right? To get that run back that they gave up in the bottom of the 5th. But Jada Coleman has been so clutch all year. Inside corner, outside corner, it doesn't matter. Showing power to all fields on all pitches. Tied up this game.
And her 9th home run of the year, team leading.
Facing the freshman, Setlali Gutierrez brings it to the plate. Misses up. Infield again pulled in. Looks like they're going to go ahead and put her on to load the bases and make a force out everywhere.
Put that double play back on too. A couple of different options to turn it.
And Kinsey Hansen, after stalking around the on-deck circle, will step up. Hit earlier today extends her streak to 9 games in a row, which her batting average has jumped up 100 points. Finally healthy after dealing with injuries last year and then an appendectomy earlier this year. And the opportunity presents itself for Kinsey Hansen. 2 for 5 on the season with the bases loaded.
It's interesting, Hansen hit in the 4 spot last night in that game, and she had a pretty good game. They moved her down to the 6 spot.
That's what
here she is.
at OU.
She hit a home run, like 2 for 4.
Yeah.
We're going to move you down a couple notches.
Yes.
Well, a walk-off win today would get them the series. They won game 1 last night. It would be a 68th consecutive Big 12 series without a loss. Lee, Lyons, and Brito aboard. Hansen and Gutierrez 0-2.
Challenging her on the inside corner. Hoping she hits something hard left side, try to turn something. Trying to turn a double play. Hansen does run well though, even from the right side.
That would be Avery Hodge, by the way, your pinch runner at third, with Lyons and Brito aboard. To pitch. Base hit. Ball game. Oklahoma walks it off with a rally in the seventh.
This is an Oklahoma team that just knows how to win. Again, no panic, down by 2 runs in the bottom of the 7th, and you could just tell they were on a mission. They were hunting pitches. They tied up with the big Jada Coleman 2-run blast, and then proceed to load the bases again, and Kenzie Hansen with the base hit up the middle to walk it off.
You know, that 7th inning is always so tough to get those final 3 outs, no matter who you're facing. Nevertheless, having to face the best offense in the country, and Oklahoma stayed calm, stayed in the moment, able to strike when it mattered most at the end of the game.
4 hits, 3 runs in the 7th, anchored by the Coleman 2-run home run, and then the RBI single to walk it off for Kenzie Hansen to score Avery Hodge. And the home win streak is up to 51 in a row as the Sooners complete the comeback.
Kenzie Hansen just taking an off-speed curveball in the outer half, just enough barrel on it to get it on the green for the walk-off.
So close for Texas, but the Sooners find a way, and they win the game, they win the series, and it's a 4-3 final.
And Mac Morgan pitched really well. Mike White talking to her right now, probably trying to lift her spirits. What a job that she did. Has to feel confident about her outing. And Texas, honestly, overall has to feel good about the game, even though there are no moral victories, but still played strong.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a Texas team that played right up with the #1 team in the country, and you clean up a couple of miscues and could have a different ending. But the Sooners are still the Sooners.
Yep. #1 team in the country wins it. And they improved to 32-1. Texas 37-1. And we'll be back here tomorrow, noon Eastern, 11 local, for Game 3 of the series on ESPN2, Oklahoma and Texas. For our entire crew, Amanda Scarborough, Michelle Smith, I'm Beth Mowens. We'll see you tomorrow right back here in Norman.